Hi everyone, welcome to the new moon in Taurus's new moon Zenfeld life energy Reiki healing session. Today the session will only be audio. It's easier to connect this way. Not having to worry about, focus and the camera looking right, all that. And so I was just able to sit down, turn on the mic, and get to it. So that is what will be going on today. I got a new mic, so I'm getting used to it. So please, bear with me learning exactly the right placement for my mouth and exactly where the mic should be. So here we are today, and I'm very grateful to be here with you all. As I was meditating before this session, there were so many messages that were already coming through. So first, I just really wanted to cleanse the space, cleanse the cards, cleanse the aura for each of you individually as we do the Reiki. And the energy smells really good, as well as very clearing. It's like we are removing some things here. And it's very strong, the smoke, so I did a smudge before getting started with the Reiki, and now I'm clearing with selenite, my favorite clearer, because it allows us to not hold on to anything, hold on to energies, or I'm hearing beings. Sometimes we can hold on to even beings that are not for our greatest and highest good. And so we're releasing the beings as well today. So I'm grateful to be here with you all. It's been a while, but it was time today. So here we are. So before we get started, I just want to say thank you for being here. I'm grateful for this energy healing session. I want to call in your highest and greatest guides, your angels, your deities, your beings, those that have your greatest interests at heart, to take over completely and totally for this energy healing session, this Reiki energy healing session. And Spirit is calling me right off to the crown chakra, and so that's where we will get started with the Reiki here. And as this is edited, I will not, have you guys sit here forever as I'm just sitting here with the Reiki. I will cut and paste so that you can hear the channels, unless I feel drawn to needing the silence, to connect to the silence on your own. And here, Spirit is encouraging us to just do some deep breathing and connecting to the breath here at your own pace. And as you focus on the breath, it allows us to release all the thoughts. I'm hearing all the worries. As I was briefly preparing for the session, I was feeling this feeling of oh my gosh, some of us are not feeling worthy enough for us to have our divine connection. It's like I haven't been doing enough. I haven't been meditating enough, doing my practices at my altar, or journaling, gratitude journaling, or whatever it may be. Some of us are feeling as though we have not done enough. And that's just never the case. You are always enough, no matter what. Spirit is always here for you, no matter what. Never feel as though you can neglect Spirit in the way that Spirit won't have your back. They'll always be there. They're always there. So it's important to not close them off because you feel as though you're not worthy. And so that's what we're removing here at the crown chakra, just this idea or this blockage of not being able to connect to our divine, connect to our higher selves due to feelings of being unworthy. And knowing, and I'm hearing trusting that you are indeed worthy. And our sage is actually still going. So it's a lot of cleansing that we're doing here at this new moon as we're allowing for, this is the new moon for abundance, for material wealth and luxury and stable foundation, allowing that to come into our lives this new moon and trusting that it's real, trusting that it's true, and perceiving, I'm hearing, our greatest good, our greatest way of alchemy, I'm hearing, perceiving our alchemy. It's so many downloads, so much information coming in, so just allowing it to flow. And for some of us who aren't practicing, it's very important for us to start practicing gratitude. Really recognize just all the amazing things that are happening in your life. Everything you've been able to accomplish, your connection to your divine team, and seeing it for what it is. Because it's real, it's true, and it's grand, I'm hearing. It is grand. And you can reconnect. You are allowed to reconnect at all times, I'm hearing, with the crown chakra. Our crown chakras really have us connected to our higher consciousness as well as to our collective consciousness. And here we're really focusing on our higher consciousness, our connection to the divine team, and trusting in that power. And I'm actually hearing someone sing, "Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrows." But your divine team does know. And they are asking for you to allow them to help you move past this perspective. And I'm hearing glory, somebody knows, glory, hallelujah. Growth. It's time for growth. It's no longer time to be staying in this feeling like, oh my gosh, my life is the worst. It's shiitake. It's time for change. And some of us are not trying to, I started pulling cards from the shaman's dream. And some of us are not really wanting to move forward in the change. And we're feeling as though, I'm so stuck in the feeling of like My life is like, nobody knows what I've gone through. Like, it's the worst. I've been through this, I've been through that. Like, you can't even tell me. Like, I'm just feeling such this, like, wanting to be in this phase of like sadness and frustration. And I get it. But spirit is like, excuse me. Spirit is like, if you continue to like, we're going to the throat chakra afterwards. Spirit is like, if you continue to say those words, that's the place that you will be in. It's like slowing down. Like, you don't want to stay here forever. So let's go to the throat chakra. And it's like this beautiful, loving, healing energy, like that's allowing for the, I don't like to say the word removal. It's like a change in frequency here, a change in the energy here, where the focus was once on just like everything that has gone wrong, and now it's moving towards better. And even if it's in slow steps, even if the changes that are coming in slow steps, it's coming. And you don't have to be hard on yourself or feel as though, you know, you're doing anything wrong. And I think that's like what spirit really wants us to know here. Like the overarching theme of this session is like to accept yourself for all that you are. And the message that I got before starting the session when doing a little meditation was just like, give yourself permission to be who you truly are. Allow yourself to be fully human, raw, vulnerable, beautiful, messy, complex, simple, chaotic, and peaceful. Be all of you. Be all of you. Be accepting of all of you. So it's not to be hard or down on yourself or feeling as though you're not enough or you haven't been doing whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's about trusting the process and knowing that it won't always stay this way. And a lot of you don't even allow a lot of people to know what you're going through. You may allow it to, a few people to know, but you keep it hidden inside. And so I'm getting the importance of like getting it out, writing it down, be very vulnerable, be raw, talk to the Lord. I'm hearing like, say everything, say what you need to say in some type of capacity that you aren't bottling it up, because that's not healthy either. But as you are expressing yourself, know that you can move forward. Nobody knows. Somebody knows the trouble you've seen. Somebody knows your sorrows. You're not alone. So much music. Okay, so the card that came up here at the throat chakra is the dance unveiling. There is a situation in your life that is about to reveal itself to you with greater clarity, just like sands shifting. The picture will seem clearer and quite different to how it once appeared to you. This clarity will bring you great relief and confirmation of your intuition. Be patient and allow the revelation to come to you at the perfect time. Yeah. It's like you do have like this higher understanding of what's happening in your life. And spirit really is encouraging you to be patient. Like you're gonna have an aha moment in a sense where it's just like, okay, this makes sense, but be patient. I'm really getting that. Be patient for this entire session. Be patient with your change, with things that are happening, because a lot of times we have to go through the hurdles or the painful things because we're moving or we are switching up the frequency, and sometimes switching up the frequency can take time. If we are rewiring the brain, that can take some time. So be patient, but things are not, necessarily as they seem. And clarity is going to come, and the picture will make much more sense as to why you are even going through those sorrows, or even going through, the troubles that no one else can see. And I'm not laughing at you, but I'm just, Okay, so now I'm going to the solar plexus. And I'm hearing like two songs, Don't Worry, Be Happy, and Don't Worry About a Thing. Every little thing is gonna be all right. So it's like Spirit is like giving us more confidence and more hope and even more pleasure. Spirit is wanting you to experience pleasure in this moment. You can experience pleasure in any moment. It's true, you can. It might take practice. But just connecting to your highest self, and that's what we were doing at your crown chakra, where we were allowing that blockage to be removed, where we recognize that no matter how far off we feel, we always have a connection to our highest and greatest guides, who have our best interests at heart and who will never leave you, and who understands everything, because they're God. They are. They know everything, so of course they understand your sorrows. Being called to pull some cards here at the solar plexus. Wow, okay. So what's happening here at your solar plexus? Spirit is asking you to just do the work, like focus in on what it is you want to create, how you want to create abundance, and do it in a way that gives you like it's like a passion, like it feels really good and healthy for you. And it might even be connected to your emotions, like where you have a very high connection or a very positive connection to your emotions here at your in your work. Yeah, where it's no more like deceit either, like it's a release of deceit, a release of feeling as though people are, coming against you or wanting to hurt you, especially when it comes to like love. Wow, it's a lot of information coming here. So, okay, so this is what I'm getting here at your solar plexus, where you guys are doing like hard work. You're focusing in on your hard work, and then you're bringing in like a love that is very, very highly emotionally intelligent. You're no longer dealing with deceit, and you're allowing for the lovers to come in. You're allowing for balance to come in. And the way that you do that is through surrender. That's at the bottom of the deck. That's the energy underneath. And so it's the bottom of the deck where, whether it's through love, where there's a connection with your creativity when it comes to work, surrender. release the idea of deceit of someone, like, doing things behind your back, and recognize that it's time to move forward. And the only way you can do that is through surrendering and trusting. Okay, I just want to pull one more card for our new moon in Taurus. It won't be a long session. If you guys need to do a detox, getting into the tub and just like, setting the intention to releasing things, releasing what, is no longer serving you, that could be so beneficial for you right now. And so the card that came up is Vanishing Mirror, Ego Sublimation. Ooh-wee. This is some serious work. I really just keep hearing glory, hallelujah, like someone knows, like someone out there can feel you. And I'm feeling like it's not just necessarily like your spirit guides, but it's also like people out there, like nothing new is under the sun. So don't feel like you're alone. You're never alone. And if you need someone that can understand you, that's something I hear from, someone that I love dearly. They're like always like, can you just understand me? And I'm like, no, not always, but there's someone out there that can. Oh gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna keep that in there, but there's somebody out there that can. There's somebody, you're not alone. Especially your spirit guides, like they will not leave you, they won't forsake you. And they're right there, like they're closer to you than you even realize. So the last card for our reading is Ego Sublimation, letting go of self-centeredness and becoming a vessel of possibility. Do you ever wonder if your self-definition has become too rigid, too fixed, too around what you've come to learn okay, I'm going to start over. So the card to end our session is Vanishing Mirror, and the key words or phrases are ego sublimation, letting go of self-centeredness, becoming a vessel of possibility. So the meaning is, do you ever wonder if your self-definition has become too rigid, too fixed around what you've come to learn, so that you can contract your life into zones of safe versus unsafe? This here is okay, but over there, well, that might be too risky. Judgment, fear, self-righteousness, and overconfidence are only some of the traits that keep you from evolving. And I don't know if you all can hear it, but there is a train in the background, and the train always represents for me moving forward. So that's really what's happening here for you. That's what's really, being called in for you all. So we are all products of our conditioning. So remember that this is part of the human experience. Yet you are meant to remain Yet you are not meant to remain static, seeking only what you expect. Even if it appears ambitious, it's still too narrow. You go nowhere when you hesitate to move out of your comfort zone. When you focus too much on yourself, this way, you become a servant of the ego. It edges God out, removing the magic of possibility. Imagine looking into a mirror and seeing only what you are now. If you can let your self-definition soften, moving beyond the veil to your potential, a magical emptiness exists where all things are possible. Look again. Who could you be? What would you see reflected if you allowed yourself to be other than how you define yourself now? Nothing less is required of you now. In this moment, let go of who you think you are and allow a new you to emerge. You will recognize yourself as what you are, a partner in co-creation, in service to the divine. Doesn't it feel good? Oh, this is so lovely. I'm loving the way this session ended. It's like before we were just so focused on like, nobody gets me, nobody understands what I'm going through. blah, 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 blah. And then it's like spirit is not even allowing us to stay in there. It's like time for complete surrender so that you can just go to a place that you can't even imagine is possible. You didn't even think was possible before. When it happens, when it drops on you. And it's going to drop on you. I just want to pull one more card just to give us some more clarity, just a little bit more clarity, spirit, of what is to come. Stop thinking so much. Okay. Okay, stop thinking so much. It's time to listen to your intuition and to also connect to your magician. Like, you have everything that you need. But some of us are so blocked up when it comes to not, believing that spirit has our back. Spirit has your back. They have your back. You have a grand team that's here for you. It has your back. And you have all the tools to create whatever you want to do. But listening to your intuition, listening to your spirit guides can really take you far. Trust, let go of the ego, and know that whatever it is you want to create, especially when it comes to like love and having a healthy romantic relationship, that is really here for you all. Like, really focusing in on your craft and having fun with it. Don't block yourself from exploring and, allowing change to come, because change is wanting to come for you guys. But right now it's about surrendering. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card. I know I always say I'm done, but then it just keeps going. Okay. So this is from the Kuan Yin Oracle. And it says, drink from the emerald fountain. The divine feminine encourages your awakening and empowerment. Your serenity is evoking Kuan Yin's divine intervention. It makes sense to be open to receive it. Aww. To step forward and drink from the emerald fountain, which is the unconditionally loving heart chakra of Kuan Yin. Allow yourself to be nourished by the power and love of the Divine Mother flowing to you now. Oh, thank you, Great Spirit. Well, you're not alone. Your spirit guides is here. They're like, we have the energy, the flow that you need is here now. Just be open to it. That's all you have to say. I am open. I am ready to receive from my highest being, for my greatest and highest good. And just allow it. You have everything at the palm of your hands. It's now about allowing that flow to happen. And that flow is not necessarily on the forefront of you all's mind right now, but that's okay. Because you're releasing the ego and you're allowing it to happen. And that's what this session was all about. Just coming to awareness and allowing self-awareness to be here. Take that time to journal. Take that time to spend at your altar, to go within, to meditate. Everything is within you. Trust your process. Know you are not alone. Okay? I'm here for you. I am. Even if I don't always understand, just know that your highest team does. And that you do have people around you who care about you, even if they don't quite get it. So that is the energy that's here for this new moon. It's there is some material wealth here, but it's like higher energy, like letting go of the small and going to like the great divine. And when you tap into that energy, that allows for everything that you want to come in. So with that, I say thank you so much for being open to this session. If you hear it when it's, after the new moon in Taurus, then it's for you if it resonates. If it doesn't, take it with a grain of salt. Know that you are always your highest guide. What's within you is always your highest guide, okay? So only take within what resonates with you. And know that I love you. Peace, love, and light to you always. And I will be back again one day.